Okay, so today we're going to talk about multiplying fractions. We've been doing adding and subtracting, we've done multiplying, we've done division, and so now it's time to do that with fractions, which may be a little bit tricky, maybe something we're not really familiar with. Like I said, it's very simple. Multiplying fractions, it's not much to it. So there's two main ways, or not two main ways, two main ways you'll see the problems laid out. There is fraction number, which is just where there's a fraction times a number, and then there's fraction, which is a fraction times a fraction. And they're both easy. They're both easy to do. And like I said, you remember from just regular multiplication a little while ago that 1/3 times 2 is kind of like saying we got 1/3 twice. We got two of them, and we're gonna put them together, and it's pretty much still the same thing. We have got two 1/3s up there, and we're trying to put them together. So we're gonna see, and that may be two jugs of juice that are 1/3 full. Whatever it is, whatever represents that fraction, it's 1/3 times 2. So what we're gonna do for the fraction number is take your whole number, our 2 right here, multiply it times our numerator, our top number right here. So we're gonna multiply that. Keep our denominator the same. So we just go and carry that 3 down right there. We have got 1 times 2, which is 2. And so like I said, you can see 1/3 times 2 is the same as if you had 1/3 plus 1/3. It would just be, do your top, keep your bottom. 1/3 times 2 is 2/3. And there's also, like I said, there's fraction, which would just be, it would be pretty similar. Like I said, we have 1/3 times 1/4. So this time, instead of only multiplying the top, we're gonna do it both ways. So we're gonna do 1 times 1 and 3 times 4. 1 times 1 is 1, of course. 3 times 4 is 4, 8, 12. So that's gonna be it. 1/3 times 1/4 is 1/12. I see, just multiply your numerators, multiply your denominators. If you can, you simplify. In this case, we couldn't, but we're gonna do those in just a second. Like I said, just multiply your top, multiply your bottom. That'll give you your answer. And so now we're gonna simplify. Now these are gonna have a little bit. And so like I said, while I'm doing them here, I want you to get out some scratch paper or something and just be jotting along and be doing it, just so you get some practice working on these. But we can see, like I said, we know by now, it's 1 or 2 ways we can do it. We've got a fraction and a number, so this is gonna be fraction number. We just multiply our top. Let me make that smaller. Just multiply our whole number by our numerator. Keep our denominator. 8 times 1 is 1. Or 8 times 1 is 8. The numerator is 2. We're going to keep that. 8/2. And this is where we simplify. This is where we can do something with that. Because usually our bottom number is supposed to be bigger than our top. It's supposed to be 1/2. It's a partial. It's a part of something. But now we have 8/2. It's flipped. Our big number is on top. Of 2 possible pieces, we've got 8 pieces. And so that's gonna be too much. We've got to simplify and make this a proper fraction where the bigger number's on the bottom. And so how are we gonna do that? Well, how many times, 8 is bigger than 2. How many times will 2 go into 8? And so you can see 2, 4, 6, 8. And so 8/2 is equal to 4/1. Or it's equal to 4 because 2 goes into 8 4 times. It is whole number 4. That's it. It's just seeing your final number and seeing, can I make this any smaller? This one right here, we've got fractions. So we're going to multiply. 1 times 4. It's going to be 4. 3 times 12 is going to be 36. And so now this is one where it is a proper fraction. Our bigger number is on bottom. It is right. There's nothing wrong with it, but we can still simplify. And so we have just got to see, what are both of these divisible by? And we could do 36 by, we could divide both of them by 2. They're both even. And so that would make it 2/18. But is there anything smaller we can do? Because we know this 4 right here would divide by 4. What is this 36 divided by 4? Anything? Can you run through your multiples? And yes, it can. It can divide by 4. So 4 divided by 4 is going to be 1. 36 divided by 4, I'll give you a second if you're on your paper working on it. But 36 divided by 4 is going to be 9. So see, 436 is still correct. If we did 1 times 4, if we did 3 times 12, we would get 436. And that is correct. That proportion is right. But that's not the simplest form we can have that fraction in. If we simplify it, like I said, divide our top and our bottom by that same number, that 4 in this case, which would be the smallest that can go into both numbers, or the biggest that can go into both numbers, it'll be 1/9. Like I said, right here we have 5 times 7, 6 times 8, so 35, 48, which I don't think can simplify, so that one is just going to be by itself. That's it. That's it. And so now 3/7 times 6, we have fraction times number. You remember that from earlier. So 6 times 3 is 18. Keep that 7 on bottom. 18/7, which again, we can't simplify. There's nothing that can go evenly into both of them. Like I said, 7 is odd, 18 is even, so we can't do 2. 35 is odd, 48 is even, so we can't do 2 for those. Like I said, these 2 cannot simplify. Both of these did. So it's not always something that can happen, but it's something to be on the lookout for. And so now we have just three more practice ones real quick. We'll run through these so you can see. Like I said, fraction. So you do top and bottom. 2 times 9 is going to be 18. 7 times 8 is going to be 56. And so we can divide both of those by 2. Make it 9. Well, yeah, 8. Let's see. Let's go back. 1856. And then we have fraction. So again, 9 times 7 is 63. 8 times 8 is 64. 7 times 1, 2 times 5. 7 times 1 is 7. 2 times 5 is 10. So that's going to be 7/10. And that's all it is. Like I said, if it's fraction, you multiply your top and your bottom. See if you can simplify.